Ooh, girl, it's Friday, it's July, and the world is upside down.
But here's some good news. I'm joining you on the pod.
Oh my goodness, that is right. The world-famous drag queen and inventor of pretty much everything, Jackie Beat, filling in for Willam today.
Woo, thank you for having me. I'm definitely a listener of this show. What's it called again? And I can't wait to participate in all the inside jokes that I know so well.
She's a friend of the pod. Well, we've got tales from gigs, the political news, and of course some DMs to share with you.
And I think you made me watch porn? Alaska! No. I'm a wholesome person.
Oh, well, it's just the name of the game, Diva.
So get ready for an all-new episode of
Hot
Goss.
Come on in, the water's piping. M.
Oh.
M.
Mom!
I would like to welcome you back for yet another steaming, piping, scalding serving of Hot Goss. This, of course, is our weekly chat show where we talk about events in our lives, gossip and politiques, and take a deep dive into the DMs. So let's get into some... Wait a second. Where is Willam? Willam is supposed to say... Politics, events, lives, Hot Goss, deep dive. Where is Willam?
She's booked.
I have never heard of a queen taking a day off from this podcast. I've never heard of that. This has never happened before. No, Willam is on assignment. But you know what? I'm so grateful that Willam isn't here today because we have a very special co-host who is a legend, a drag queen of immense magnitude, the inventor of everything. Please welcome to the microphone the one and only Miss Jackie Beat.
Hello. Sorry, when the producer... There you go. The producer was like, well, I'm going to be adding the occasional sound effect, so I
Dead
paused.
silence.
I paused. First of all, I thought it would be a huge crowd clapping, not a smattering of lackluster.
An art gallery of 12 people, politely.
Willam in the corner playing a trombone. Hi, good morning, everyone. Can I... There we go.
There it is.
There
Arena applause.
Yes. Can I just point out a few things before we even start?
Yeah.
First of all, it's literally the crack of dawn. Good morning,
yes,
everyone.
That's what we do. It's like Katie Couric.
Yes, exactly. Good morning, gay America. Not just gay. Everyone's included. Please don't send your fucking cards and letters. So yeah, it's crack of dawn, very early, especially for drag monsters. Second of all, I'm in full drag.
Yeah, you look great.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
And, you can't see it on the Zoom, but 6-inch heels, like a lace front, the whole thing. And then, we sit down and it's like, oh, it's audio only. Thanks for letting me know. Third of all, I'm here in Los Angeles. I had to turn the air conditioning off, even though it is almost July.
For the sound.
For the sound, and I understand how it works, but I am So, woke up very early, full drag, sitting here in the heat. I'm fat, I'm old. I'm making the ultimate sacrifice, so I just want to let people know right off the bat that my pronouns are PayPal and Venmo, and I need you to help a bitch out. That's all. Continue.
Thank you for letting us know. But we always, ladies, we always dress for the podcast. We always get in full drag. We do.
That's a reference to one of our favorite episodes of The Golden Girls, where they inadvertently, Rose is such a stupid person, she books them at a clothing optional hotel. And so they decide to go to the Valentine's Day dinner naked. And they're the only ones. And then the maitre d' is like, ladies, we always dress for dinner.
Yeah, and then he proceeds to shame them, which makes no sense because that is not what naturalist and nudist communities would be like at all.
That's what people on sitcoms in the 80s did. It's like in a horror movie. Are you the type of person who's like, why is she going into the basement? The light switch doesn't work. It's like, because the movie will be over and we will have enjoyed 7 minutes of the movie and be leaving with a practically full, bucket of popcorn. No, people have to do things that aren't real and that are stupid in movies and television. Yes. And speaking of doing stupid things, I'm so absolutely thrilled to be here, darling.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're here too. It is the 1st of July. Do you still consider this Pride season, Jackie?
It is the moment it becomes July 1st, it becomes... No, let me explain. Don't you dare stop at me, young lady.
Let me explain something.
I haven't had anybody laugh at me that disrespectfully since I pointed out that they were out of shrimp at the salad bar at my favorite restaurant. No, let me tell you something. July 1st is the beginning of a different Pride month. It is Jackie Beat Pride because I was born in July. July 24th. Yes, July 24th is my birthday, and it's the same as J-Lo. So it turns out if you're born on July 24th, you get a big ass, and you get to have mind-blowing sex with that Ben Affleck. But I'm not allowed to talk about that in public.
Right. Well, okay. Well, so it's Jackie Beat Pride Month. It's July 1st. What have you been up to? You've been traveling a lot. We haven't had brunch in a very long time.
We haven't.
Which is irksome to me. But that's because we have varying travel schedules. Where have you been going these days?
I just performed at a 5-star luxury resort in Costa Rica. It was located, you're in the heart of the rainforest.
Yeah.
And there were monkeys everywhere and iguanas and mama tits. Hold for...
You look like an ancient iguana. What is that for?
What's a ding? Like somebody's microwave pizza is done. I thought we were going to do like a... I thought we were going to do... What?
What is your song that has I look like an ancient iguana? Does that retouch my body?
Yes. I rhyme iguana with Madonna. Yes. So it was really a lot of fun. And, let me just say this out loud. Like, drag is hard. And I know that just sounds like, oh, bitch, get over yourself. But especially when you're on July 20th.
Was that a read?
Yes. Yes, it was, dear. You nothing gets past you, sound effect lady. No, let me tell you something. I am going to be 59 on...
Work.
Yes, and I say it out loud because these kids need to know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be 59 on July 24th, PayPal or Venmo. And...
What is the PayPal and Venmo?
Oh, come on, that'd be unprofessional. My Venmo is Jackie-Beat. Jackie-Beat, because there's a real girl named... Her legal name is Jackie Beat. I didn't know Beat is a real last name. And my PayPal is missjackiebeat@gmail.com. Anyway, here's my point. I'm going to be 59. If you think drag is difficult now, I'm just saying, aches and pains and, flying is not, the fun thing it used to be. She wasn't on Drag Race, so she ain't in first class. But So I try to focus on the positive, but sometimes it's just like, wow, this is a lot of work.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is when I'm someplace like Costa Rica at this 5-star luxury resort, all inclusive, I have to stop and just really let it in and think, and no joke, people paid like $20,000 a week to stay there.
Yeah.
And I am not only doing it for free, I'm leaving with a check. And I get to, dress up and do a show and have fun. And so, that's the lesson of life. You really do need to focus on the positive. And that doesn't mean that, if you're unsatisfied with the situation, I say let just enough pain in to make a change, or, make sure it doesn't happen again if somebody has taken advantage of you somehow. But yeah, pretty much for all my joking and negativity, my life is pretty damn good. I'll say that. Because, the problem is comedy is essentially focusing on the negative,
Yeah.
in a funny, twisted way. But sometimes that can bleed into real life and you just become a very negative person. And I really, in real life, I'm not.
Dorothy, you're a very negative person.
Is
These
that
behaviors are learned very early on. In your case, I'd say from the mother.
Yes.
Let me tell you something, oh special one.
Was that the one where they went to the cult? The kind of cult one?
Yes, you're special. Speaking of special,
Yes.
it's been Pride season, so the stars are coming out. Madonna did a pop-up performance in New York City featuring a few of our, favorite divas. Bob, Violet, Laganja Stranja. Madonna, she's out there, she's doing it, she looks great. Can you pull up the picture? Do you see the picture?
I got you.
She looks great. She's wearing like a scoochy kind of yellow. Is that MCM? A yellow sort of jumper romper. That is her in the yellow, right?
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
Sonique. Just kidding.
They could be
really
related.
looks great.
They could be related.
Okay,
She
can I
looks
point
great.
something out in this photo?
Yes.
Does that wig on Bob look familiar?
Is that yours? Is that Dr. Jackie?
She contacted me like, in a panic. She's like, I need your Joan Crawford wig. And because, when I did Dr. Jackie, Unlicensed Psychotherapist, my hilarious new comedy series for Out TV that premieres in September, with special guests like, Monet Exchange, Alaska Thunderfuck, probably should have said your name first, sorry, Bianca Del Rio, all the funny ladies, and some other people that don't have to dress up like a clown to get attention. Anyway, she called me and she was like, I'm doing this sort of mommy dearest moment. And, she needed that wig, so I named my price, and she's a big star on HBO, so that money landed in my Venmo account, and I said, come pick it up, bitch. And that's Hollywood.
Amazing. Well, she looks great. I was
some
this
stories,
close.
girl.
I was this close to going to that Madonna show, but I
Yeah?
was like, she's not gonna start till late, and
Right.
no, there's no way.
Well,
That's
sometimes you do stuff, that's another thing people need to know. Even at your level, Alaska Thunderfuck, we either do, there's only so many reasons to do things. There are, big money gigs, a gig. It's so funny. Like, think of some of the money you've made. And I'm just, listen, I'm half asleep, so I have no editing skills right now. But sometimes you really rake it in. And then other times it's just like, I know that when you did the Golden Girls, hanging out, literally your dressing room was a bathroom in the basement of a Mexican restaurant. And
Yeah.
you said it was the most fun you've ever had.
Yes.
And it was like, the money's not great because, the place only holds 65 people and we're splitting it, 6 ways.
Right, with the whole cast.
Anyway, big money gigs, fun gigs with friends. There's vanity gigs, which is like, oh, The pictures will be everywhere. And, when I finally write my book, you wrote yours a little early, Alaska.
Tell me about it.
Oh, that was the shade rattle. So anyway, yeah, because, sometimes it's fun to say, I did Madonna's, big pride party and look at these crazy pictures. But
I wasn't going to be in it. I was just going to watch.
Oh, okay.
No.
I
wasn't even invited to be in
it. Now this is super awkward.
Yeah, it really is. Are you drinking a beer?
No, I know that this looks like a tall
natural ice.
This is a Zevia.
Daddy?
This is a Zevia. Zevia 0-calorie soda. It's cola, and it's sweetened with stevia.
So is it cola flavor, like just good old cola flavor?
Yeah, and they have grape, and they have black cherry, and they have root beer, and they have everything. They have cream soda, and this cola actually has caffeine in it. And if I showed it to you, if I poured it into a glass, it's not dark, it's clear because they don't add the artificial, like caramel coloring. It's all natural and delicious. Zevia.
Well, for me, if it's brown, drink it down. That's what I always say.
If it's white, passing out tonight. If it's clear, the doorman's queer.
We have a bit of housekeeping before we go to break. We know Willam isn't with us today, but we both wanted to let you know about the Race Chaser Live UK tour, which is no longer happening this year.
Play cheering sound effects.
No, we need to.
Boo. I'm upset about that.
Boo, it's
yes.
like a sad. It's like a sad.
No,
okay.
Boo that it's not happening.
Yes. Well, there are a lot of moving parts. There are schedules. There are venues. There are back end things that are out of our control. So we are no longer bringing Race Chaser to the UK this summer. And we want to apologize for the inconvenience. And everyone who bought tickets, you should have gotten notice from the venue or the ticket seller with more details. But we are looking forward to making it happen properly in the future. So please keep your ears out for more information. And please silence your phones.
Well, the phone is silenced, but it's
I
hooked
am
up
going to Patty LaPone right through this computer screen.
Okay, sorry everyone.
Well, we're going to go on break, but something we do here, we do that thing called a rainbow spotlight, Jackie, and we
not interested.
We feature a music artist and their song, and we play a little while we go on break. So this is Nomi Ruiz, and this song is called Sailing. So check it out and enjoy, and we'll be right back.
The scales are leaning on one side and pouring over me. Love was once a friend of mine, but now she's bored of me. Oh, it's a long, hard road, much harder when standing alone, trying to build a home, then watched it float away. Now I'm sailing through this winded eye, sailing like a dog who is blind, sailing through this life of mine. I roll in smoke, the time away in hopes to catch a breeze. I tried to look him in the eyes, but they play tricks on me.
Chime is changing the way people bank. They offer the most rewarding, fee-free banking, and it's built just for you.
I don't want to interrupt here, but I want to chime in. They're not like traditional old banks that charge you overdraft and monthly fees. Plus, they have thousands of fee-free ATMs. There's nothing more frustrating than added fees when you're just trying to access your own money.
Exactly. So with Chime, you are not just switching banks, you are upgrading to America's #1 choice for banking with a Chime checking account.
And how about some of these benefits? All benefits here, honey. Get 5% cash back on a Chime card in a category of your choice, like gas or groceries. And you get savings that grow faster with 3.75 APY. That's 9 times higher than the national average.
And don't forget, they also have Spot Me, which lets you overdraft up to $200 fee-free.
We all need to be proactive in our own finances and understand what our money's doing, and banking can be confusing. There's so many hidden fees and policies that are different at each bank, so you have to look out for you, and with Chime you could do that.
Yes, God, and don't just settle. Find what works for you and get the perks and benefits that are beneficial to your life. Check out Chime.
Honey, I did. I'm a Chime user, and Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
Head to chime.com/drag. That is chime.com/drag. It only takes a few minutes to sign up.
Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided for MyPay and Chime Card provided by Chime Bank partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated annual percentage yield and cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required.
Checking account ranking based on a J.D. Power survey published October 20th, 2025. For more information on APY rates, MyPay, SpotMe, and travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, everybody needs a website. Otherwise, you're just out there making your business happen with what? Word of mouth? No, ma'am. If you've got a passion project that you're starting, if you want to start making drag watches that are purely ornamental, made for the sole purpose of a queen touching her wrist during lip sync when the song lyrics say, time. That idea is brilliant and needs a website. This is why you need Squarespace, because Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain. Showcase your offerings with a professional website, then you can grow your brand and get paid all in one place. Plus, they have integrated SEO tools, which means search engine optimization, I think, so you can show up more often on search engines. And their Blueprint AI design tool, which can get a fully custom website built in just a few steps if you want to do the whole AI thing. Plus, you can connect your socials, set up easy ways for your customers to buy your products, and even schedule appointments with you. It's all right there on Squarespace. I've scaled a number of businesses in my time, and they have all needed websites because websites just legitimize you, you know? And Squarespace is a great spot for a creative person like me who needs to make a website and has great ideas but doesn't necessarily know the HTML, QRL, TMV of it all, you know? Because I'm not an IT whiz at all. But Squarespace makes it easy for me to select what I want and then put out a wonderful website. And it could be the same for you. You need to check out squarespace.com/drag for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, just use the offer code DRAG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, which is kind of the same thing. Squarespace.com/drag.
We are back. Sailing. Da, 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 da. Isn't that a song? Is that
That's
Christopher Cross?
Christopher Cross.
Christopher Cross Griffin. Christopher. All I know of that song is Sailing.
Takes me away to where I always... I don't know what it is.
Oh,
I'm
that's
too
pretty.
young. Sailing takes me away to where I've always... I started too high.
Well,
That's
you've
so
got the
upsetting.
voice. You just woke up in the morning and you sound that good.
I like you.
You've got the voice. Okay. Yesterday was celebrations are in order. Yesterday was Willam's birthday.
Oh my God. You know what that means? I got to go to Facebook and find pictures of us together and then post it on Instagram to prove to everyone that I know Willam. That's
Wait
how
a
it
second,
works.
wait a second. We record this a few days early. I still have time to. So his birthday is on June 30th. We have an update. Okay. So I don't know if you've heard of this, Jackie.
Wait a
Barbara-
minute. Are we done? Wait, are we done with Willam's birthday?
Well, she's not
here.
What are
I
we
know, but
supposed
can
to
I
do?
just? Okay.
What do you
What?
want to say?
Well, I just thought, like, what would you like? What
Pay
do
her
you
tribute?
Well, just what would you give Willam for her birthday? Like, she has
Poppers.
Oh,
she has everything, including all the STDs and. Anyway, she obviously doesn't have a full-length mirror. That'd be a good
Oh
gift.
my god.
Snap. Okay, what are we talking about? What's next?
Okay,
I'll
I
let
don't
you
know.
drive the bus. Alaska, take the wheel.
Jesus,
jeez.
take the wheel. Barbara Seville, okay, a drag
Yes.
queen whose former friend is now running for office as a right-wing anti-drag candidate. Okay, Carrie Lake in Arizona. You're from Arizona, so this,
Yes, and that doesn't that sound like a drag name, Carrie Lake?
Yes. Darian's cousin. So Carrie Lake sent Barbara Seville a cease and desist notice to stop talking about their experiences with Miss Lake, but Barbara Seville now has representation and she's not backing down. She posted her lawyer's response letter to the cease and desist letter, which says, To be clear, Mr. Stevens will not cease and desist. If Ms. Lake moves forward with filing a suit, I will accept service of process for my client. I cannot imagine your client will be happy to revisit all the time she spent with Barbara Seville when I depose Miss Lake.
Yes, I think that unless people are familiar with the news story, we need to explain a little bit more. Barbara
we talked
Seville,
about it.
Oh, okay.
Last week we
So
did like
sorry, you
10 minutes
guys.
about it. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah. You got
Well, I think that it's if Ms. Lake is filing a suit, it had better be, have a cinched waist, a very big lapel, and bell-bottom elephant bells. Like at least make it fashionable, bitch. That's what I would. That would be my press release. But maybe
So-
Barbara Seville, isn't like quite as funny as I am.
Well, yeah.
She's
I
great.
mean, you
Barbara
know the
Seville's
story.
amazing.
You know the story.
Mhm.
Carrie Lake is a piece of shit, and she's like trying
Well,
to
also,
say,
when
fucking-
you read the beginning, like she's running on an anti-drag, like, did you ever in a million years think drag would go so mainstream that these politicians would be like coming for us? Who the fuck cares?
I always feared. And you know what else I feared? I feared that the music companies are going to start coming after drag queens and saying, "You don't own the rights to that. You can't perform that song." Because we
Yeah.
constantly are performing music that doesn't belong to us,
Yeah.
and we're just allowed because it's just drag. But now the more like legitimate drag becomes, it's like, have you cleared that?
Yeah. And as you know, the music industry is all about playing by the rules and, I'm kidding. They're just take advantage of everybody.
Which leads me to this idea, Jackie. Now, maybe you'll want to be part of this.
I would,
of
no
a
matter what
drag
it is.
It's a drag show, but all the music has to be public domain. So
Oh
it
my
has
God.
to be like very
No.
old-fashioned songs
Alaska.
that have
I
aged
thought
out.
of this idea and then I saw somebody do it on a comedy show recently.
Wait,
It was
really?
one of these, yes, it was one of these pride shows or like something, and it was this duo. It was a man and a woman, stand-up comedians or whatever, and they were like, blah blah blah, which reminds me of Beyonce, and they like they like hit it, and they're like, oh, we couldn't get the rights, so they stand up there and they did a medley of public domain songs, and it was so funny because they tried to jazz them up. But we could
So,
still
like,
do
what's
it.
the public domain song? Like something that's really old. It has to be aged out.
Well, it's
and
a
then
lot of, like, I think it's a lot of like children's sort of nursery rhymey stuff and like, a lot of what's the patriotic stuff, like Yankee Doodle is
Right.
probably, or, just really
Right.
wheels on the bus go round and round. I don't know. Ironically enough, it's not Happy Birthday.
Hard by a crystal fountain.
Anyway.
Crystal Fountain, Carrie Lake, and Barbara Seville
Right.
walk into a drag queen story hour. Why don't we take a break? What?
Oh.
What? What were you
I was
going
going
to
to
say?
say I feel like we should take a break.
Oh. You're so in the flow. We're
You and I
so
are
in sync.
We're cycle sisters. Drag queens shouldn't make fun of menstrual cycles, Jackie.
Okay. Why don't we take a break and we'll be right back. We are back. Jackie, this is a segment where we talk about politics a little bit. And it's called Let's Get Political, but we sing the theme song to the tune of Let's Get Physical. But we say Let's Get Political. So
you changed the words to a popular song? I've never done that before.
It's a wacky idea. Yes, I'm sure you're unfamiliar with this, but do you want to give it a try?
Sure.
Okay. Let's get
political. Oh, no, she just says
get
political. Let's get down with political.
You know what?
I want to write the whole song now.
Willam, don't bother coming in. Don't bother coming in on Monday, Willam. You've been replaced.
Let's get political. Oh my God. Okay, I love it. Let's get political.
I saw you reading a copy of Time magazine. I don't know how the verses go.
You took me to a right-wing restaurant. I'm going to write it.
Then to a political rally.
Oh my God. We threw tomatoes at a drag queen reading books to children there.
This is so horrible. I don't even know. I don't even want to. Okay. I can't even believe it. I'm seeing it written on the page. I can't even believe it.
What's going on?
Roe v. Wade is overruled, overturned.
Overturned.
The half-century American constitutional law protected a right to an abortion, and it is now over, and it's now not the law of the land right now.
And there's literally nothing fucking funny about this.
No.
I mean, I know this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable, you guys. First of all, what I don't understand is you have an African-American Supreme Court justice who has a Caucasian wife. Doesn't he realize that his relationship used to be illegal? Like, we're turning back the clock, but, and also these women that I see, these right-wing conservative Republican women, just yelling into microphones about how we need to go back to a time when, the church ran the government. It's like, do you realize that if we go back to that time, like, you were property? You literally couldn't vote. You would not be allowed to even speak on this microphone.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And I saw a meme this morning that really summed it up. It's like, listen, if you think that, every, conception is God's will, then we should ban Viagra because, your limp dick is obviously God's will. And I know that sounds funny, but it's true. It's like they just pick and choose, They're all against stem cell research until their family member gets sick and could be, cured or saved with that technology. Oh, I'm just
Yeah.
infuriated. And like I said, I can't think, there's no way to make it funny. Not that we're supposed to make it funny. It is literally, and listen, as a drag queen and a gay man of a certain age, I do remember when the AIDS crisis hit full force and the lesbians fucking took over and took care of us. So every man out there, unless, you're a closed-minded idiot, needs to join this fight.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And so okay, here's a factoid, okay? The data shows that banning abortions doesn't even stop them from happening. It simply makes them more dangerous. So from 2010 to 2014, the number of abortions that happened in countries where abortion is illegal was nearly identical to the countries where it is legal. So really this is an attack. It's not about like protecting the lives of the unborn. It's really about controlling women, controlling women's bodies, and it's also an attack on people who don't have the means and resources.
Yes, that's what's
to
missing from that
travel,
fact
across state lines.
the fact that you just read is missing one point. It makes it more dangerous for people who are not rich and frankly
That
more
ding,
often
ding,
than
dong.
not white. So, I mean, I say this all the time, like how many abortions do you think Trump is responsible for? I mean, really, I know
Girl.
that sounds like, but he was this big, playboy in the 80s and like, screwing anything that moved, and I'm sorry. Like, it's such a double standard. So the mistresses and girlfriends and, whatever, and, just wives of these, big, rich, white politicians, they'll always be able to, have reproductive health and the choice.
And so the Supreme Court is now forcing pregnancy to happen in a country where we don't have universal health care. There's no paid family leave. There's no universal child care. There's no free birth control. There's no mandatory comprehensive sex education.
Mhm.
And this is a country where 85% of the voters think that abortion should be legal in some or all circumstances. So I can't explain this. I don't know why this is the fight that they're taking on. I can't figure it out. It
is really just I always say we live in a pro wrestling, I always say we live in a pro wrestling country now. And so, that's how Trump becomes president. And no matter what he says, people double down no matter what he does. It's literally like, us against them, rah, rah, rah. So they just pick these very easy, black and white, basic, like good versus evil. Literally, if a 12-year-old, and this is important to say, and this is ugly, if a 12-year-old is raped by a family member, they think this girl should have the baby. Mm-mm. There are certain conditions where, like, literally, if you do not, abort the pregnancy, the woman will die. There's like blood, toxicity. I mean, I don't know if you've seen that video of Debbie Reynolds talking to Joan Rivers back in the day. I was so impressed because I like Debbie Reynolds, but she's not one of those people that, like, you know what I mean? She doesn't seem like quite as sassy or cutting edge or punk rock as someone like Joan Rivers. And I always gravitate towards that type of woman.
Yeah.
And she just seemed a little Doris Day adjacent, sort of, the blonde, perky. Honey, she was sitting on a couch. This must have been 40 years ago, telling Joan Rivers about how she had to have an abortion because the baby literally died inside her. So she has a dead fetus inside her body.
Which is dangerous.
Which is, I mean, you can only imagine. Like, I get a splinter and I'm fucking losing my mind. And sorry, I'm not trying to belittle this. But anyway, so she's telling this story about having like literally a dead baby inside her, and they would not allow the baby to be removed because that is abortion. And it happened twice.
Girl.
And she said the second time around, and it almost killed her. So anyway, I know this got real heavy real fast, but it's just a serious subject, and it's bullshit. And it's true what they say. If you're out there listening and you can't have a baby and you think it doesn't affect you and you're just off on Fire Island, you know what I'm talking about. And listen, I know what it's like to be young and, you think this doesn't affect you. Well, they're coming for you. They are. You're next.
Yeah.
You won't,
they're coming for us next,
same-sex marriage, all of it.
So if you want to know what you can do, you can donate to abortionfunds.org to help people access abortion. And also vote, put pressure on your representatives to protect access to abortion.
I think that's the best place to give money to, a place that directly helps women get the reproductive services they need in this climate. I've heard other people say this. The moment Roe v. Wade was struck down, or reversed, they got 17 text messages from the Democratic Party asking for money. And you know what? Sorry, I am not going to give money. I want to give it directly to where a woman can be taken care of properly because, I try to be as rah, because it really is the lesser of two evils. I try to be as positive as possible regarding the Democratic Party, but they have really failed us right now regarding this. So, no, this is not going to be used for fundraising. The women, the money needs to go directly to the women in need.
Exactly.
One thing I want to point out, we've sometimes received letters when we talk about this, is, including all types of people who don't identify as women, who this affects as well.
And I just want to say, that you are listening to a 59-year-old, white cisgender man. So when I say woman, I do realize that this doesn't just affect women, and it affects, people who identify, as something else, So I just, all inclusive, anyone who needs reproductive health care, that's who we're fighting for here.
Well, why don't we go ahead and take a break?
Actually, I think this is a fun thing to go out on this. Tweet toots. If you scroll down, do you see it? Because this is related, but it's an eviscerating read from the Lake Superior Twitter account.
Oh, God, I read that.
We have a little tidbit from Twitter in a segment we call Tweet Toots. Okay, it started when Lake Superior, the Twitter account, tweeted, "This lake vehemently stands with women having the right to choose." And then this motherfucker named Tom Fitton responded, "Water is wet and abortion kills a human being." And then Lake Superior responded, saying, "Thomas, not even your first talking point is correct. Water is not wet. What water touches is wet. I'm confident I have a lot more experience in making things wet than you do." Okay.
Snap.
Lake Superior is the cuntiest of the lakes.
Yeah.
That's why she's called the Superior, honey.
Well, she's Darien Lake's drag daughter.
She is.
Ha!
On that note, why don't we go take a quick break? So, Jackie, are you having an okay time so far as in the co-host seat?
Are we recording?
Yes.
I'm having a wonderful time.
Let's go!
No, I am.
We sent over a package of things that you'll need. So in that box, you're gonna find there's a headlamp. Okay. There's a camel pack with the you put your water in it. You're gonna need
camel toe.
Right. You're gonna need all of this equipment because we're going into this cave right now.
Oh, we're spelunking?
Yes, this is the
Okay.
moment where we go spelunking, unking, deep inside the DMs. Watch out for that condor.
There's a crow in here?
It's a condor.
I guess there's
Cave
no...
condor.
Oh my God.
Cave cows and cave condors.
Oh,
And cave porpoises.
you did that on purpose.
This is where we field messages that have come into that have flooded the inbox. So
We'd
this
love to
first
get
one,
flooded.
okay, this first one comes from Samantha. This is probably such a long shot, but do you know of any outdoor dog-friendly dog brunches in LA? I recently moved and want to tip the girls on my birthday later this month. Thank you. I do not have a package to attach for premium access, but I have attached a photo of said dog I'd love to bring to brunch. At Rescuing Ruthie is an A+ ally. Okay, can you see the picture of the dog? I know you love dogs.
Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. I just have to say, when you read that, I think you said dog twice when you meant to say drag brunch.
Well, she wrote dog twice, which I thought
oh,
was
did she? Okay,
an
well,
eviscerating read on Queen.
she's already...
Oh, I thought it was a dog brunch. I was like, is this
I
a
think she
thing
probably
people
means,
do?
yeah, she wants to bring her dog to a drag brunch.
Yes.
Well, I do almost every Saturday at Oscars in Palm Springs, and it has been outdoors, but this Saturday it is moving indoors because it's going to be like 112 degrees. So sadly,
No dogs.
no dogs. It doesn't help, the woman who wrote that message, but it does help me promote Saturdays at Oscars downtown in Palm Springs, Jackie Beat Brunch.
Is that the one you have the billboard for?
Yes, there's a giant billboard of my face.
I saw that giant billboard. I love that.
Yeah.
What about the Abbey? Do they do drag brunch? They have like an outdoor patio area.
I don't know.
I would say the Abbey. But yeah, I don't really know about any dog brunches. Dog brunch. Okay.
Dog
What is
brunch,
this?
dog brunch. What? There has to be a song parody somewhere. Hot
Right.
stuff. We're talking dog brunch, baby, this Sunday. We're doing dog brunch, baby, today.
Okay.
And the drag queen, wait a minute, the drag queens are like walking through the crowd, like working it, and they keep stepping in like bowls of water.
Crunching on kibble.
Yes.
Okay, the next message comes from Eric. Hi, Jackie, Dipper, and Queen Alaska. It's like they.
Wait a
knew
minute,
me
he
here.
knew I was going to be on the show?
Our listeners are very savvy. They know exactly what's going on. Long time, first time. The concept of the platinum, but really gold, plunger is something that annoys all of us. However, earlier this week I had an epiphany. Where had I seen a plunger before amongst the queens? It seems we owe the origin of the plunger to none other than Alaska. You may be wondering how. Simple. She had a plunger with some sort of crystals on it during the Jolene video she made with the other queens for Dumplin', strutting out of the outhouse plunger in hand. I suspect that Rue or Michelle were in a rabbit hole on the YouTube, stumbled across the video, and made a quick call to World of Wonder. I doubt I will hold it against Alaska because at least her role in the video had some originality.
Was that a read?
Okay. Keep doing what you do, making us laugh in this incredibly dark moment in U.S. history. Sorry, no Drick pick, because, well, I'm too busy. Winky face. Love you and Dipper both, and both of you. Eric. Below is the link to the video and a snippet of the evidence.
That's really long. As Meryl Streep says in Death Becomes Her, at least lie quickly. Look at that photo.
We did a cute little cover of Jolene to promote the movie Dumplin', and it was me and Bibi Zahara and Ben Del Creme, and I can't remember who else was there.
Ginger and Nina, maybe?
Oh, yes. Ginger, Nina. We had a good time on the shoot. I don't remember holding the plunger, and I don't remember there being crystals on the plunger, but I guess... Is there glitter on the end of that plunger?
I believe it's anal warts.
I actually have a rhinestone plunger next to my toilet in my downstairs.
Yeah, well,
bathroom.
you're a vegetarian, so I'm sure you need to use it a lot. I eat absolutely no fiber, so everything goes right down my toilet without a bejeweled plunger. So that question was super duper long. It wasn't even a question. And he said no dick pic because he doesn't have time. Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Yeah, which means, like, how long does it take? Like, is it,
maybe
like, does he need, like, a wide-angle lens and stuff? I have to start thinking about how big that dick is.
Well...
Anyway, speaking of plungers...
He has to do panoramic view on it because it's that long, which does take a minute. And you have to hold the camera steady, and it's like one of those old-timey pictures where you had to stay perfectly still.
A daguerreotype.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
A daguerreotype.
What?
Nothing. I was going to make a rude joke.
Oh, okay.
A rude and crude joke?
Not you, dear.
On this podcast?
Never.
Okay. This next message comes from Helix. Oh, Helix Mattress?
There's also a porn company featuring twinks.
Oh, yes, that's right. Firstly, thank you for all the wonderful content you all have provided for the last 4+ years.
You're welcome.
All the Little Mermaid references. Can you do that? Makes me giggle like an idiot when you all say it. And how about, Eric, get away from her? That's my favorite one. And most importantly, thank you for all the doors you have opened. Like Gia Gunn. I have a pressing question about being a decent fag. How do you gently... Now, you spelled fag with an @ sign. So does that mean what?
That means
we're not allowed to write that anymore?
You're not.
We're not allowed to...
If you type those 3 letters on social media, you will get, the algorithms, the algorithms will shut you down because you're not even allowed to call yourself that.
How do you gently let someone you've boned know that you're no longer interested in them? Short summary, I met this person at a restaurant I frequent, connected via Grindr, and then boned a couple days later. Unfortunately, the sex wasn't great, and I can't unhear the way he said, "Oh boy," when he came. This is a very nice person whose feelings I want to avoid hurting. Also, I really love the restaurant where they work. What do I do next? Text them and tell them it's me, not you? Weak sauce, I know. Do I dematerialize and ghost? Can I never go back to that restaurant? While my ding-dong hates attention, my ass is a ham. So I'm attaching booty content in a short action video featuring my favorite buddy. He's the top. Obs. For your viewing pleasure. Thank you for taking the time to read this. Alaska, Willam, and Dipper, y'all are truly amazing. Much love, Helix the Friendly Ghost.
Okay.
Let's look at the picture.
Okay.
Because the ass is a ham. It's two honey baked hams.
Nice sweater.
That's the writer's prodigious back hair.
Oh, I love it.
That is not a mohair sweater. I love the tube socks that are thigh high with three pink stripes that go all the way up from here to Yaya. Yaya sisterhood.
Okay, can we just... First of all, who says boned and boning?
Isn't that like Garth and Wayne from
to
Wayne's
say
World?
ding
like
dong?
Schwing?
Like, he sent this picture, so he's obviously not shy, but he's using words like ding dong, and then he's reading the person for saying, oh boy, when he reached climax. This guy is judgmental and needs to look at his own little garden. I think he should just go to the restaurant and say, listen, you're lousy in bed.
You can't say that to
And we're
somebody.
not doing this again. But I really love the garlic toast here at this restaurant. I want some avocado toast. No,
I would say just drop off on the texting. People get the idea very, very easily. If they text you and you don't text them back, then like that should be clear. And do not be afraid to go to a restaurant. If you run into him, you can be polite and be nice. And if he tries to hit it again, just say no, I can't.
Not hit it.
What?
Hit it.
This is the video.
Oh, is this the action vid?
It's
Oh God,
4
I'm
minutes.
scared.
so
I'm
I can
scared.
just-
4
That's his
minutes.
friend,
How
the
did he
top.
send it? Jesus.
They email.
How do?
It's just
Oh
a
my
lot
God.
of fucking and
Oh my God.
Okay, wait a minute. So this guy said the sex wasn't good?
yeah. This is not the,
The guy,
sex he's
the guy
referring
who's
to.
the bottom.
Oh, okay. Because he sure seems to be enjoying it. Is someone knocking on the door, dear? Oh, these people have watched
I
too
hope
much
the
porn.
I hope the guy when he comes says "Wowie wow wow wowie, wowza kapowza," and he like loves that. That's what I hope.
Doesn't Dorothy Zbornak say that? Wowie wow wow or something?
It's from the Golden Girls, but it's the one where Rose's dentist like puts her under the anesthetic and then like feels her up in a very inappropriate way.
Yeah.
And she confronts him about it. But she says, I don't think the term wowie wow wow is a medical term.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
just-
okay,
they're talking
are
about
we-
some serious shit and they're trying to make it goofy.
Are we gonna try to help this guy? Seriously? Oh, we already
I
did
already
it.
gave my advice, but what do
Okay.
you want to tell him? Use silicone-based lube? I mean, what?
Well, first of all, I don't know where they live, but like, aren't there other restaurants? Like, what's the big deal? Just ghost the guy and eat somewhere else.
But he really likes the
Avocado toast.
the avocado toast.
Because, that's not just, a mushed up avocado on a piece of cooked bread. It's not like you can't get that anywhere,
People get the hint. I think people get the hint, especially when it comes to like this sort of thing. It's
Also,
just not-
like, weren't you there? You know what I mean? I'm always like, you either feel a connection or there's chemistry or there's not. How could two people have sex and one person isn't feeling it and the other's like, wow, that was off the charts? Like, can't you say,
Off
honey,
the top of the charts.
was that Dina
My
Martina?
new album. Please download my new album. Top of the charts. Wait, what was the name of her recent show, Dina Martina?
Oh my God, it's funny and I can't remember it now.
Damn it. It was like top of the charts, but it was
No, it was something sort of like it's supposed to be positive, but she sucked all the. She made it like. Are we looking it up? I see someone furiously Googling.
Dina Martina. It's like her most recent show. It's like Stairway to fucking
Stairway to Mediocrity.
Top of the charts. I love to come to Lozenges as often as I can. Lozenges is one of my favorite cities. God damn. Dina Martina. Fuck.
It just doesn't have the name of the show. It just has dates. Hold on. All new summer show.
Does it have a show title? Chariots of Failure.
Yeah, that's it. Chariots of Failure. That's so good.
She's so fucking funny. God damn it. Okay. Now before we wrap up, we have an announcement. Today is the day the exclusive Mom and Race Chaser merch is now up for sale. So just go to everybodysaymom.com to get yours today. We've got some really fun stuff on there. And it is actually a very limited supply. So it's only what we have left over from DragCon. So don't delay. Go there today. We have the Mom Cast tee. We have the Mom Logo tee, which I need to get one of those. I hope you held one for me.
I did,
Dipper.
yes.
Okay, good. The Hot Goss mug, the Race Chaser Season 14 blouse, and the Updo shirt. So don't wait. Get those hot items at everybodysaymom.com.
What are the largest sizes?
3X.
I'd like one.
Which one?
Do any of them come in slimming black?
All of them.
Okay, well, just I guess send me send me a PowerPoint presentation with graphics of each
Front and back.
and I'll decide because I think I should at least get a free T-shirt for filling in for Willam.
I think it's the least we can do. We'll shoot it out of a cannon.
Can I point out that in homage to Willam, I have been doing poppers this entire time.
Well, that explains a lot.
Jalapeno poppers. Dad jokes from Grandma.
We want to thank you so much for listening to Hot Goss.
Thank you.
And a very special thank you and round of stadium applause to our guest co-host today, Miss Jackie B.
Oh, thank you. Applause is so appreciated, but PayPal and Venmo is what I need.
Jackie-Beat. Jackie
Yes.
hyphenated beat.
That's
her Venmo. So
that's
check it
Venmo.
out.
Venmo.
And a shout out to all of our Mom Plus subscribers who are listening to this episode ad-free, no ads, and behind the paywall. So a special hello to 2 special listeners who are on Mom Plus, and their names are Melissa N. and Paul F. We want to thank you 2 specifically.
So sexy.
Follow us on Instagram at Willam, at The Only Alaska 5000, at Race Chaser Pod, at Mom Podcasts, at Jackie Beat. And stay safe out there, everyone, and be vigilant to what is happening around you. And we want to welcome you back next week with another steaming, piping, scalding serving of hot.
Ew, that had like a lot of mucus in it.
No, it's better that way.
M.
Oh.
M. Mom!
To listen to Race Chaser ad-free, sign up for Mom Plus at mompodcast.plus.
Race Chaser is produced by Forever Dog and Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Alaska and Willam.
And produced by Big Dipper.
Editing and sound design by Will Pitts.
Executive produced by Willam Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio, Brett Boehm, and Alex Ramsey.
Our theme song is by Alaska Thunderfuck 5000.